So West Ham are through to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup in the final 16, the last 16 in the hat. In terms of others, let me just bring up everyone who's in the hat for the next round. One of the majors is Newcastle. Newcastle beating Man City in the cup, which was good to see. Let me just arrange that so we can distribute that there and align it to the left. And there we go. And we'll do this as well. And we can show you exactly who's in the draw for the next round when I have dropped all them in there as well. They say men can't multitask. Unbelievable. Let me go align to the left. There we go. And just distribute that horizontally. Thank you very much. Right, so we've got, in terms of the sides that are in the hat for the next round, let's bring in my lovely little PowerPoint I've just quickly put together. There we go. So that's the sides, obviously including us. In the last 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's right. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Perfect. Everton, a 1-2-1 away to Newcastle. Blackburn 1-5-2. Bournemouth 2-0. Stoke. Arsenal beat Brentford 1-0. Chelsea beat Brighton at home. I was reading a stat yesterday that Enzo Fernandez has only won one game since he's joined Chelsea, and in the last, if you took the calendar year, they would have been bottom for the last 10 years or something like that. And they've scored, and Leicester has scored more goals in the Premiership this calendar year than Chelsea. Now, considering Leicester have been out since August, being the Championship, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? We also got Fulham 1-2-1 at Norwich. Obviously, we beat the mighty Lincoln 1-0. Liverpool 3-1 winners against Leicester. Check out the goal that scored. I can never pronounce his name, but it was an absolute peach for the third goal. It was a bloody good goal. Newcastle beats Man City 1-0 with an Alexander Isak goal. And then from yesterday, Middlesbrough, Exeter, Ipswich, Mansfield, Port Vale, Burnley, Man United. So, there's still some really good teams, and really, in terms of some of the big hitters, but also there's still some in the others. How wonky is that graphic? I know. I do apologise, Ian. I've literally just done it in 2 seconds so we can do the draw live. I do apologise. I'll get rid of it to stop your wonky eyes. Anyway, if you're new, Andy, welcome. There's been loads of new people. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we've got loads of lovely videos coming up, particularly including some really good interviews. And if you want to get a handle of what the interviews are like, we had Henry Lansbury on the channel, who was on loan during the season we got promoted in the 2011-12 season from Arsenal on loan. Great. It was a really, really good interview. In fact, he was one of the only outfield players to have kept a clean sheet in the professional game, having put between the sticks against Blackpool after Rob Green got sent off. We spoke about that. He's a nice guy and a top geezer. We've got some great ones coming up as well. Not just ex-players, but celebrity fans as well. So keep an eye on the channel. There'll be plenty of good stuff. Can't really say who, but it will be his maiden interview on the channel. That's all I'm going to say. Maiden channel interview on the channel. Can we get Spurs? Oh no, they're out. Are these the only teams left in there? It's only 16. We're in the last 16 of the Carabao Cup. How exciting. I would like the Scousers. I've had enough of them. Don't want to play anymore. Does winning the League Cup mean we get into Europe? We get into I believe we get into the Conference League if we win the Carabao Cup this year. Ipswich away. The force is strong in this one. Ipswich away says Iron Ladies. Home to Port Vale, please. We've got Robbie Williams. Robbie Williams will turn up, won't he? Maybe get him on the pitch half time. What do we? Greeny wants a home draw. Anyone at home? Hope you had a nice birthday. Do you know what? I didn't bugger all. Anton's in the green room. He knows. I had the arse. Here we go. Made hard work of that being the hat. You're totally right, mate. Unbelievable, Jeff. Indeed. Arsenal at home. No, hello, Max. I hope everybody's nice. Happy American. Nice to see you. You know that, Mikey. Kind of hope it isn't Blackburn again either. Wouldn't mind Chelsea or Port Vale. Well, if we play Blackburn again and it goes to penalties, Ariola's not in goal. It'll be Fabianski in goal, isn't it? And he might save one. What we got here? Let's go for some more. Evening LTEL. 10-10. Hope you're well. Ipswich away. As we said, we've done that one. City's out by Newcastle. You're totally right. Alexandro wants Liverpool. I've had enough of them. I'm betting it's Borough at home. Michael Carrick. Maybe Michael Carrick, obviously, can return back to his spiritual home of West Ham, obviously. That'd be nice. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? See Michael Carrick, and they're not playing as well as they were last year. So he was always seen as the next manager of West Ham, but they're having a great season, Middlesbrough, this year. But Ipswich, aren't they? And I don't want to play Ipswich because they're playing very well. Although our good friend my friend Alfie Indra will be the opposition fan. So there we go. That would be bad. We can get him on. Matt wants Burnley at home. Burnley, but that'd be a fight. Oh, they hate each other. They hate each other so much so. I remember when when Big Sam was in charge at West Ham, and we played Burnley away. And Burnley's one of the shit grounds where you have to sort of go from one corner to the dugout. You have to go across the pitch. And the whole side went out, and everyone was like, where's Big Sam? Big Sam was about 20, 30 yards behind, walking as slow but as determined as I've ever seen a man walk. And obviously, because he's a former Blackburn manager, he went, boo, you wanker. And he was just... And that's why I used to like Big Sam, because he used to do stuff like that. It'll be Arsenal away, won't it? Hello, Jack. Hope you're a Burnley fan. Nice to see you. How do you become a member? GP, you are a member already, my friend. You've got the little asterisk by it. But if you want to become a member, hit the join button and get instant into prize draws. At the end of this week, so on Monday, we'll be doing the ratings for the Sheffield United game, but also we'll be doing the October draw for our members. So there's two prizes. You've got the 92, 93 signed picture, and also you've got a signed football as well. Not bad. And actually, that's why you got to watch every stream, because we actually did during the half time. We did a draw for that one, and it was won by Draenel Hammer, which is a great book. It's called Bowling's Farewell. I believe I'm in it. I'm in this book, and it's signed by friends of the channel, Tony Cotty, Frank McAvenny, and Mark Wald. So that's going to Draenel Hammers. So we'll send that out. And actually, for the Liverpool game, Matt Foster won a signed Ian Bishop's notebook. See, not bad. That's why you got to keep an eye on the channel. What we got here? Matt wants Blackburn away. Happy 35th. How did you guess? Chelsea have a goal of the month competition entry now. They certainly do. Hope we don't get a Premier League club. Our first clean sheet. It certainly was. And it seemed that Storm Agnes bypassed everyone in Lincoln, so that was good as well, wasn't it? Liverpool can do one. What happened to Southampton's old manager, Ralph Fish and Tackle? I don't know where he's actually. Do you go to any away games? It'd be great to meet you, Barry. I don't. I barely get passes for the home games, really. But if you are here for the home games, let me know. And we usually hang around the 1960s, 65 European trophy around that area. We're doing our little sort of beam back type things. So Garino is predicting Liverpool versus Arsenal, Man United versus Newcastle, Port Vale versus Chelsea to eliminate 3 of the top 6, and including Chelsea, the top 6 now. Chelsea, who are really concerned about actually going to be relegated. So there we go. One of the draws happening in about 5 or so minutes. They're going to kick off soon. I want Mansfield, Exeter, or Port Vale. Fabianski, man of the match. By the sounds of it, he had a very good game. I don't think we'll do the ratings tomorrow. We'll have a chat about the game and stuff. I do the ratings because I didn't see it face to face, so I can't really sort of comment on the ratings really, and no one else can as well. So we'll probably do the ratings tomorrow, but we'll probably just have a live show. We are going to have a live show. We've got a couple of West Ham musicians going to come on. We'll do a chat about the Sheffield United game. Not tomorrow, Friday, I meant. But tomorrow we'll have a chat about the draw and stuff like that as well. So keep an eye on that. Happy birthday. Good to be 21 again. Certainly is. Celebrity fan interview, maybe an Iron Maiden. I don't know what you mean there. The trophy just got interesting now. Man City are out. It is Skevy. Skevy is a Larnaca fan, but has become a West Ham fan since that we played AAK Larnaca, a bit like Mikey, the Genk fan. We'll always get Man United. We always do. Everyone was poor apart from Fabs. Seems like the Fabs and Kudus had good games, but that was about it. Ipswich just down the road, so I'll be able to take a few of the kids with me, drag my old man there as well. Yeah, but they're playing well at the moment. Ipswich are playing very well. Keep up the good work. I wasn't expecting you to read me out. Hope you had a good... Well, you got a new follower. Thank you. Zubre Varani. Is that if I pronounced that right? I definitely haven't. So thank you. And we had a few more subscribers, which is great to see. Obviously, Anton did a cracking job doing the old... there he is. So as soon as I was like his ears open, I did very well. Everton beating Aston Villa was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? Look at the results.
Yeah, I tell you what though, Calvert-Lewin is back and he's banged down 2-2, and he looks the business. And when you look at his when you actually look at his goal he scored, it's a very good, very typical Calvert-Lewin. Gets in behind 1-on-1 with the defender, goes towards the keeper and slots the ball home. And that's exactly, if you keep him fit, he could be the difference between making Everton push further up the league or doing something a bit further. West Ham, of course, previously were linked to him, but I think his injury record and obviously a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with him as well didn't help out the situation. But he's helped them to, rejuvenate themselves a little bit over the last couple of games.
Obviously, Villa wearing their sweaty tops. I was reading an article today. The Villa women's team are shitting themselves at the beginning of the WSL because the tops just drench sweat. It's these Aston Villa tops. No one can understand why. They're just so sweaty. It retains so much sweat. It's unbelievable. So they're a bit worried about the kickoff to the WSL. Holly did a great show at lunchtime today about the WSL and West Ham women's in terms of all kicking off this weekend. So go back and watch that. It's very good. Very, very good.
If anyone wants to know, the numbers are running along the bottom there. So you'll see West Ham are ball number 14. That's the one you need to keep an eye out for. West Ham are ball number 14. Burnley are number 1. Exeter City number 2. Ipswich Town number 3. Manchester United number 4. That's the one I just want to avoid because we play them every year and it's just a bit boring if I'm being brutally honest. Mansfield Town number 5. Middlesbrough number 6. Port Vale number 7. Bournemouth number 8. Everton number 9. Blackburn number 10. Arsenal 11, Chelsea 12, Fulham 13, West Ham 14, Liverpool 15, and Newcastle 16. I tell you what, though, Russ, there's a couple of tasty meetings there if we get an away draw, because there's plenty of fixtures that are very close to where I live. So, selfishly, obviously, we want a home draw. That would be better. But if we don't, then the next best thing would be a non-London club and bring it closer to me.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least we might be able to get a feed for the game then. In terms of when the game's going to be played, it will be played between the Everton game at home and I think it's the Brentford game on the 4th. So it's that sort of between the 20th, I think it's like the 30th
commencing
and the 5th,
the 30th of October, yeah.
Yeah, so it's that week. So it fits in nicely. So yeah, I mean let's see if we get is a drunk Rod Stewart doing the draw. Sadly, I don't believe he is. Sadly not. Drainhole, Russell. Yeah, you see, Drainhole won. He won the book. So that's why you got to watch every show because you never know when we're going to dump in a little prize for saying thank you to watching or not.
Without what we try to do, I think is we really do try and give as much as we possibly can back to the subscribers, and that's what it's all about. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So
totally.
Russ has just rhymed off not much of what we actually have given away over the last few months in particular, but people are walking away with like signed tops of the squad who won the Europa Conference League last year. You get that framed with a certificate of authenticity and put that up on the wall. You've got a nice bit of memorabilia there. So we'll have more stuff coming your way, signed products, you name it, football signed by the players, the squad as well, ex-pros stuff. So yeah, we'll try our best to give as much back as we possibly can. And it's enjoyable doing that. And honestly, we could have a really nice collection of things if we didn't give it away.
We'd have a lovely collection. This wall would be full of footballs and signed shirts and you know signed notebooks and pictures and posters. But no, we don't. Yeah, Anton just keeps knocking. Look how that's a bit wonky.
I know it's a bit wonky, mate. But look at the angles. It's not good. But did you know how I fixed it? Do you know how I fixed it? So the glare doesn't go away. I took the
well, I know
glass
you
out.
drill. I saw you drill it into the wall.
I took the glass away. So
that's a good idea. Just make sure it don't get dusty, innit? Good idea. Hi, Russ. Just a question. Do you both not have a shirt with Dr. Martens as a sponsor?
Just a question. Do you both not have a shirt with Dr. Martens as the sponsor? What's he saying? With the sponsor?
Down there.
I've not got one down there. I've not got all my tops up, to be fair.
No, I've got one down there. Well, I've got the news top. As I said, I got the away one without the sponsor. So it was really nice. I haven't actually worn it yet.
Dr. Martens one is the one with the collar.
Yes, the Kanye one, isn't it? Yeah. What we got is it? I liked it when Garino won that Ferrari. Exactly, one of the big prizes. One of the big prizes. Big prizes. Tell me that women's team again. What about? I'm watching it. Yeah, go back and watch Holly. Holly spoke all about it. Very good. Very good indeed. I'd love a Caduce shirt for my boy. He loves him. Yeah, keep an eye on the chat. There's Martin on Twitter. He and Bert and Chris Stowe. They do all the shirts. Keep an eye on them. They'll be able to help you out. They're always putting stuff on there. Riz OG says Blackburn West Ham, so we can do you again. Clearly, you're a Blackburn fan. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Mansfield, Port Vale, Burnley, Exeter, Burnley, or Middlesbrough would do me. I like the feeder shirts. Where's Stato been? Do you know what?
I messaged him tonight and I was like, there you go, mate. I message him every week. Come on. And I think he's just extremely busy with life.
Yeah.
So he's got an open. He's literally, when I say that, he has got an open door policy with Stato. So we'll just need to hound him a little bit more, Russ.
Yes, yeah, we will. We'll get back. He'll come back. We'll get back to his Stato pieces. You like them? He's sorted out his setup and stuff as well.
Oh, that was the issue as well. Yeah, you had to move and all that sort of stuff. So that took over. So he's kicking about. Don't worry.
Yeah, JD Sports and School are selling Dr. Martens. Yeah, they are. They're selling the and the club shop are as well. Retro shirt type thing. So yeah, they're very good. Everyone switch each other. Too busy putting up all those signed shirts. Yeah, he did win a few in a while, didn't he?
I think he won. Did he not win something like 3 in about 5 weeks or something like that?
Yeah,
mental. And then I think that what didn't help the fact was I won one.
Did you won one?
I won one.
Got to be in it to win it, my friend, isn't it? Got to be in it to win it. In it to win it. As I said, who do you want next round?
If it's not a home tie, I'll take Middlesbrough, Everton, Blackburn, or Newcastle.
Yeah,
even fucking Newcastle. I wouldn't want Liverpool. I wouldn't want any of the London teams just for the sake of selfishly. I'd rather us play at home. Burnley's a pain in the arse to get to as an away fan, but I'm still hoping to go to the Premier League game for that one. So yeah, I don't want Man United either. So we've not beaten Middlesbrough for several years, and they're not really playing that great this season.
This year. No, not this
year.
Yeah,
not this year. So maybe there's an opportunity there if we had to take them. Obviously, a home tie though. I think a home tie against Middlesbrough would probably be really cool. To bring Michael Carrick back to the old club. But realistically, right? Do you know what? I don't believe in the whole kind of you want a small team. On paper, you'd want Exeter, Mansfield. I think I would take Middlesbrough. I'll take Middlesbrough at home.
That's sort of middle ground, isn't it? So to speak, isn't it? Middlesbrough. It's not not one way, but it's not the other way. Yeah.
Championship team. So obviously they'll be wanting to prove their worth. Michael Carrick coming back to West Ham, all that sort of stuff. But I am genuinely always scared of the banana skin. Always scared of it. Always freaks me out.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, there's still a few big in it. So the likes of, I think Newcastle, they'll be targeting this, particularly now. arguably with Man City out, pretty much anyone's cup now, isn't it? Because City were so dominant. Now you're looking at who's around: United, Chelsea, West Ham, Arsenal, Liverpool. Those are the sort of the 6-7 clubs who you think should be, competing for the final. And so if we can avoid one of them, I wouldn't mind it. So I wouldn't even. I don't know.
I think what we really want, the most ideal thing would be that we would get middle ground, in my opinion, and then all the big clubs pull each other, and then that kind of dwindles the competition down a little bit further. So, for example, you get Arsenal, Chelsea playing each other, Liverpool, Newcastle playing each other, all the Premier Leagues pulling out their teams, and then West Ham getting someone like Middlesbrough. Not that it's a shoe-in that we walk away with a result, but it's definitely someone I would prefer to get not too low, to be honest. But equally though, I'll take whoever comes our way. I'm not
particularly obviously with Blackburn beforehand. We drew them and we obviously lost on penalties. Saw that Alex Iwobi made his first start for Fulham and scored on his first start. What's his face was back in goal for Arsenal. Ramsdale kept a clean sheet. It's funny, isn't it? I just think it's a bit weird that all that Mikel Arteta wanting to sub goalkeepers like they were outfield players.
I just think Arteta, that all or nothing program kind of like when I watched it at the time and I was like, made really good telly. It made really good telly, but when you really sit back and start to dissect the program, and you start to think, "Oh my God, how cheesy is that light bulb?" Bringing that light bulb out and some of those moments and stuff like that. So I don't know, mate. I don't know what to say. I'll keep quiet.
Yeah, it's well, that was quite interesting for me. Finding out the role, what director of football actually does in terms of Edu. So that was quite interesting. The draw's going to happen any minute now. They're on break at the moment, so they'll be coming back and doing it in a second. But I said I started the second series of that of the Wrexham thing on.
Same.
It's good.
I'm caught up. Yeah. Well, I think I've done the first 3 episodes of it, so I've done that last night. So I think 2 more today. Yeah.
The first one you watched today is called Sean's Vacation. It's brilliant.
Right.
I think it's the funniest episode I've ever watched on it. I was watching it on the train this afternoon on the way home, laughing out loud because it's just Sean and the tall guy, Rupert.
Yeah.
Oh, like he's their mate. Like the guy who's like the assistant. Yeah. It's brilliant. It is absolutely fantastic.
I'll give it a watch.
Give it a watch. Give it a watch. Give it a watch.
Who do you want, Russ?
Who do I want? I want.
And if you're in the chat, tell us who you want.
Yeah, one word. Just decide, and then an A or an H, whether it's home or away. I want Mansfield Town at home. I don't know. I don't want Arsenal. I don't want any of the people who we could get who could beat us. Realistically, I want an easy tie, and sometimes you bigger come the harder fall, but I want an easy tie because too often than not we get Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and for once I wouldn't mind a couple of easy rounds. For once, we never get a couple of easy rounds, but I would like Mansfield at home, just because I don't know. I can't remember the last time we played Mansfield. I'm gonna have to have a quick look.
I'll jump through the comments when you're doing that as well. Rajiv is saying West Ham versus Ipswich Town is my prediction. Lulu says I'd be panicking if we get Liverpool in the final. Arteta's midfield only passes sideways. Matt Foster says Exeter. Lulu says Burnley. The usual suspect Mansfield. David Granger says Chelsea. Jack wants Mansfield Town. Faith Hammers wants Chelsea. Barry Clark wants Ipswich away. Okay,
it's a stat. When was the last time we played Mansfield Town?
1999.
1969.
Ooh.
And we lost 3-0.
Oh, wow. There you go.
in the FA Cup 5th round. That team included Billy Bonds, Martin Peters, Bobby Moore, Harry Redknapp, Trevor Brooking, Sir Jeff Hurst, and Johnny Sissons, and Ronnie Boyce. And we lost 3-0 away to Mansfield Town.
I'm sorry, but someone on Twitter has
Third
done.
division.
Someone on Twitter has absolutely done everyone. He's retweeted something from August the 25th of 2021, and it says, "We will play Man United in the Carabao Cup third round." I've looked at it and I thought, "What?" Panicking. He's absolutely done everyone. Absolutely done everyone.
Brilliant.
Where are we, Russ? Are we nearly there?
Oh,
sorry, hold on a minute. Barry Clark wants Ipswich. Port Vale at home from El Tel. Marcus wants Port Vale. Rajiv Ipswich. Mansfield. Happy Amaret's in the house. Be nice to get a non-prem side. Happy Amaret, I'm really apologise for not meeting you at the Man City game again. Sorry about that. English Ari wants Everton. Ian Smith wants Port Vale away. Port Vale at home from John. A buy into the next round. That'll do. We lost to Mansfield once in the cup from El Tel. Exeter at home. Newcastle at home from Ansu. Port Vale. John Brown says Arsenal, so we can show Rice how we made a mistake leaving us. Russ, you sound like James Corden at times. Arsenal at home. I want us to knock them out. Biggest shock tonight was us getting a clean sheet. Exeter at home. Feel like we're going to get Chelsea from Lee. Exeter, and I'll go and visit my Auntie Jane. Blah.
There we go. Sorted.
Yeah.
Get it sorted so James can go and see his auntie.
We'll get Borough, Middlesbrough. Absolutely. Does it matter who we get? Because we are massive. No, it does not. It does not. Russ, I'm handing over to you. What's happening with the draw? Are we there yet?
No. Well, I think they've just come back. So hopefully we'll have it very, very shortly. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This happened last time as well. We are at quarter past. Yeah, there's 27 minutes past, man. Unbelievable, Jeff. Come on, you snags.
And the funny thing is, the image of Haaland is the main image that Sky Sports are promoting the Carabao Cup fourth round with, and he's not in it.
He ain't in it no more.
He ain't in it no more. So, yeah. But listen, some of the big clubs been knocked out tonight, which is, I suppose, a good thing. But ideally for me, I would love a few Premier League ties, knocking out a few of the big boys in the next round, and we can get through into the fifth round. So we're down to the final 16 now.
Yeah, final 16 now. Final 16. And we've got John, we've got Don Goodman and Neil Lennon are going to be drawing the balls. There we go. How exciting.
Neil Lennon.
And Don Goodman from Wolves, formerly of Wolves. They look so happy to be there. They've already put the balls, interesting enough, in the bucket already.
Right, there you go.
So, that's a bit dodgy for me. That sounds a bit dodgy.
What, because you've not seen it?
I haven't seen the ball. Do you know what?
Did you see the balls getting dropped? Were the balls dropped?
You know,
I didn't. The Carabao Cup balls been dropped?
They've been dropped already before we've seen them in there. Because usually you get the camera underneath, don't you? And the balls get. I actually saw the draw.
Balls get
about about 4 years ago. You got.
Did they go in from below? Did they go in from
below? Got a cough first.
Going from the
below. Yeah, because it's like underneath. It's like on the balls.
Do that again, please.
No, but you got a cough. I saw the draw happen live because Carabao did it at my old job at the Morrisons. It was the Morrisons draw. I think it was the first or second round. It was John Barnes was doing it.
Oh God!
Absolutely so shit. So they just chat. Oh, here we go. We're starting.
Here we go. Right, go on, Russ.
We're starting. Okay. So the first.
Do you want to do your screen up?
Yeah, go and whack it up, and I'll try and do it at the same time. First draw is number 5. Oh,
you need to do
it. Mansfield. Wait, let me do it. Let me just put Mansfield Town on. Mansfield Town.
Mansfield Town.
And then we can do that. Mansfield Town against Port Vale. Great.
Port Vale. Wow.
Great start.
Mansfield Town take on Port Vale. Wowzer.
How exciting. Number 3, which is Ipswich.
Ipswich Town. A home draw for Ipswich Town.
against number 13.
And that is Fulham.
Fulham. Oh. Exciting times.
Ipswich Town at home against Fulham.
Next one is number 4, which is Manchester United at home.
Oh no! Here we go.
Again.
Here we go. Here
for
we
the
go.
11th time.
It's going to happen, isn't it?
They'll be against number 16.
14. Oh, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
That's a big Premier League tie. That's
another.
good.
That's another one gone.
It's good.
And Man United again at home. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Who's next up, Russie B?
Next is number 8.
Bournemouth. Take on
Hipster's choice.
We're going to get Bournemouth.
Number 15. Liverpool.
Bournemouth, Liverpool. Another Premier League tie. All Premier League tie.
Next
Come on,
up
West Ham.
is number 12.
Number 12, Chelsea. Oh,
bollocks. They're going to be taking number 10.
Blackburn.
Get ready to get to Burnley, Anton.
Burnley.
So we're going to get... next is number 14. Is that us?
West Ham at home. West Ham get a home tie in the 4th round. Who are we going to get?
Come on, Exeter. And we're going to get number 11.
Arsenal.
Come home, Mr. 41.
Arsenal. West Ham, Arsenal. There you go, everyone. West Ham take on Arsenal in the Carabao Cup.
And the other
4th round tie
is number 9.
Wow.
Who's next? Everton and next out of the hat.
West Ham, Arsenal in the Carabao Cup 4th round.
And they're playing number 1. They're playing Burnley. And then it's going to be Middlesbrough, Exeter.
Wowzers, everyone. There you go. West Ham
41, your type is up. And then it is Exeter at home to Middlesbrough. And that's it. There's your draw.
Ties will take place the week commencing the 30th of October. So an all London tie that will obviously get televised officially.
Yes.
I don't think there's any concern.
No, they're gonna play. They're gonna put Mansfield Port Vale instead, my friend. That's the tie of the round.
Yes.
But yeah, yes. So we get to see our former captain a little bit earlier than we were planning to.
Yep.
If he plays.
What I find interesting about that game though is already I feel like both teams will probably go pretty strong.
Both teams will fancy that because again they're through. You look at the side. You've got Newcastle, Man United, so one big team's going out of that. Bournemouth, Liverpool, Everton, Burnley, West Ham. So there's 4 Premier League sides there, Premier League ties. So again, you get in that, you're in the quarterfinals, and I think you. I'm not too scared. I'm not too scared about that. Yes, I'd probably liked a slightly easier tie, but it's a London derby. It'll be on TV, as Pete says. We'll be playing the older low block, that's for sure. 41 is injured at the moment. Yeah, he'll probably be injured for another couple of weeks, I reckon, at least until mid-November. But we'll see. Yeah, is what it is, isn't it? Is what it is.
It is what it is. The bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Indeed.
Well, there you go. I mean, there's the draw. I mean, I probably didn't expect Arsenal, if I'm being honest, but then again, it's a draw. Who the fuck knows what's actually going to happen? But West Ham are through to the final 16, and we're in the 4th round, and we take on a London derby, London rivals, Arsenal, at the London Stadium. At least it's a home tie, Russ. I'm happy it's not at the Emirates. I'm happy it's at London Stadium. I think we'll fill the ground pretty well for that.
Yeah, it'll be an evening kickoff, so we'll have a few light show or a bit of something, just because it is. Hopefully the club will price it reasonably to make sure. I mean, it's a set, it's Arsenal, isn't it? You're gonna get a good gate already because it's Arsenal. and beat them, and then you're in the final eight, and you got people like Mansfield or Port Vale. One of them's getting through. Fulham's probably going to get through. Probably United. Bournemouth could easily do an upset against Liverpool. Blackburn. We've obviously played Blackburn before. We know how tough they can be. They obviously won't beat Cardiff 5-2 today, I think it was. Everton, Burnley. One side's going to be out there, and Exeter, Middlesbrough. So, there's going to be the quarters. There's going to be at least 2 non-Premier League sides in the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Is that so? Remind me again. How do we bring this back up here? So 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 all Premier League ties.
Yeah.
You've got guaranteed, right? You've got, like you said, you've got 2 guaranteed teams that don't play in the Premier League to get through to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And yeah. So be it.
Yeah. And people are right. It's gonna. I mean, obviously that game will be played the beginning of the end of October, isn't it? Basically, so it's that week after the Everton game before the Brentford away game. So it's that week. So the fans will be up for it. It's Arsenal. It's always going to be a fun game. And the fans will be up for it. Obviously, Arsenal will get a bigger allocation as well because it's a cup game. They get 10% rather than their normal 5%, I think, or something like that. So it's going to be a good atmosphere. So there we go. There we go. Chisky Sport is clearly an Arsenal fan already. You lot are pissed. Arsenal gonna knock you out the next round. There we go. They're going to
put that one back up again. Let me read it that way. Go on, read it the way he says it.
Gonna knock you out the next round. Lol.
In it.
Says Chinsky Sports and Music. Good on you, son. Thanks for joining, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Appreciated. Much appreciated. That's it, man.
That's it. That is it. West Ham win against Lincoln City. Lincoln City, a convincing win. A convincing 1-0 away from home win. A clean sheet. As we take apart our League One opponents and
then play
the Premier League.
Play Premier League first losers.
First.
Sort of runner-up, isn't it? First losers.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll tell you what. Arsenal take on the European champions, so it'll be a massive game for them.
Massive game for them.
Big sellout for Arsenal fans wanting to come and see the European champions and see what it's like to taste a bit of victory. Be able to see a trophy as well, a European trophy.
We should parade it.
We should parade it. We should do it.
We should do. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. Thank you. We've had a lot of new subscribers today, so appreciate that. Very nice. Thank you very much. If you want to love the channel even more, become a channel member and get into all the draws. We'll have 2 next week in October. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification button. So we've got some really, really, really good interviews come up in the next few weeks. Can't say who they are, but one of them, it will be his maiden interview with us.
Very, very naughty interviews.
Yes, indeed.
Very naughty interviews.
Indeed. So keep an eye on the channel. And we'll be back tomorrow with probably not a rating show, but because we didn't see the rate because we need to see it, but maybe talking about the game a little bit more, or we'll do something about that.
A little something.
Little something. And for myself and for Mr. Baker, take care, stay safe, stay humble, keep the faith, come on you bloody irons, and bring on the arse.
Irons.